wants power. He wants a regime of his own, and he wants it right here.
How do you know that?
Because I wrote the book. Chapter 1. Undermine people's faith in the media so they begin to doubt the very nature of the truth.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish things simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Chapter 2. Polarized factions in society.
The first video of the attack was captured by cell phones, but it took about 10 more days for the FBI to get its hands on video taken by security cameras at the consulate. That classified video shown to the House and Senate Intelligence Committees.
You had a conversation with the Egyptian Prime Minister. You told him this: we know the attack in Libya had nothing to do with the film. It was a planned attack, not a protest.
Answers some of the many questions surrounding the attack. The attack lasted about an hour and ended with the consulate in flames. A scene captured by a surveillance drone overhead.
Polarized factions in society. Polarized factions in society. Polarized factions in society.
If this report turns out to be true, abortion will now be regulated at the state level.
Chapter 3. Marginalized intelligentsia.
New information tonight about the Chinese spy balloon shot down earlier this year.
The lines between the Chinese government and the Chinese Communist Party are blurred, if not totally erased.
The details coming from the classified documents allegedly leaked by 21-year-old National Guard airman Jack Teixeira.
Marginalized intelligentsia.
The Chinese spy balloon carried sensors and antennas the U.S. still had not identified more than a week after shooting it down, and that the U.S. knew of up to 4 additional Chinese spy balloons.
One of the things that the American people, I think, are now sort of waking up to understand is
there are also new insights tonight into why the U.S. government didn't know for months that state secrets had been posted online.
The lines between the Chinese government and Chinese state-owned enterprises, the same.
Marginalized intelligentsia.
At issue, the limits on what kind of checks are done on the 1.3 million Americans with top-secret security clearance.
Right now, there is not a social media evaluation done. There's not an appetite for that. But what they do online is not evaluated by any agency as part of their security clearance.
Marginalized intelligentsia.
Former Counter-Intel Chief Bill Evanina says he pushed for more social media monitoring, but privacy concerns won out. Critics say the government now can't keep track of all the people with access to sensitive information.
Marginalized intelligentsia.
Yeah. Are you concerned about the leak?
Okay, guys, it's time to go. Let's go.
Giant line between the Chinese government and ostensibly private companies.
You gotta move.
I'm not concerned about the leak.
When people stop seeing the other side as human.
It's actually referenced in the Podesta emails at least a dozen or so times.
When people stop seeing the other side as human, then human rights ceased to be an obstacle.
And that the owner of that place, James Alfantis, is a friend of John Podesta.
And then human rights ceased to be an obstacle.
He was one time in a relationship with David Brock, who ran Media Matters for America.
People stop listening to experts and they become malleable.
Now let's talk about the Podesta brothers, because remember, it was John Podesta's email that was hacked. In those leaked Podesta emails, John Podesta talks about his close relationship with Dennis Hastert, the former Speaker of the House, who was recently sentenced to 15 months in prison for abusing boys years ago. He was referred to by the judge as a serial child molester. For all that is here, there has not been one single public investigation of any of this. Not from local police, not from the FBI, no one.
That sound familiar? Chapter 4, now you can read Chapter 4, elect a candidate under the guise of restoring order. Someone smart, someone charismatic, but someone who can be controlled.
What's Chapter 5?
Oh, there's no Chapter 5.
Especially the line between lawful behavior and fair competition and lying and hacking and cheating and stealing.
Why hasn't any investigation taken place? That's reality.
American companies are waking up, American universities are waking up, our foreign partners are waking up.
Why hasn't any investigation taken place?
Now the country's yours. The bottom line is it's happening right now, a lot faster than I thought it would. Maybe by even the next election. That's